Hey Tradies, quick question. If I asked you right now, did you make money on your last job? Could you tell me? Yeah, not I think so, not hopefully, not well, the invoice went out. I mean, actually, did the numbers stack up? Did you make what you thought you made? Because here's the truth. Most tradies I work with are flying blind when it comes to job costing. Not because they don't care, not because they're lazy, but because no one ever taught them how to track the real costs properly, consistently, and in a way that makes sense for trades businesses. Welcome to the Hey Tradies podcast, where we keep it straight up and simple, just like you like it. I'm Amanda from Virtual Coastie, and I work with busy tradies every day, helping you sort out admin, job management, cash flow, and systems without the fluff. If you're good on the tools but not so hot behind the laptop, this show is for you. Each episode, we tackle one part of running a trade business better. No jargon, no lectures, just practical advice from someone who is in it with you. So let's get stuck in. This is episode 1, why job costing is the fix for time, stress, and shit margins. You're flat out quoting, you're doing the work, you're sending the invoice, but it feels like you're doing everything, right? But without a system for tracking the actual labour, hours, and materials on the job, you're just guessing. And when you're only guessing, here's what usually happens. You underquote because you forgot how long a similar job actually took. You over-service because you don't realise your team blew out the hours. You stress because the bank account doesn't match the workload. I've seen tradies book out weeks in advance, bringing in consistent work and still not having money left over at the end of the month. Why? Because the profit they thought was there wasn't. So if you've been thinking, why does this feel like I'm always working but there's never quite enough left in the bank? There's a good chance this is the why. It's not about working harder, it's about knowing for sure if each job is making money. And the best bit, you don't need a spreadsheet. You don't need to be an accountant. If you're using something like Fergus, this stuff is built in, but you've got to actually use it. Otherwise, it's just another tool sitting there doing nothing. So in this episode, I'm going to walk you through why job costing matters, what good job costing looks like, and one simple way to start doing it better this week. So you're not flying blind anymore. You're running a business with eyes wide open. Let's get into it. Why it matters: time, money, and sanity. Let's talk about what's actually at stake here. When you're not job costing properly, here's what happens. You undercharge without realizing it. You miss the hidden costs, time blows out, forgotten materials, sneaky extras. You can't learn from past jobs because there's no clean data to review. And that leads to the real kicker. Your cash flow starts to hurt you and you don't even know why. You're not lazy, you're not bad at business, but if you're running off gut feel, you'll never see where the money is leaking. And honestly, you'll keep quoting the same way, repeating the same mistakes, and wondering why you still can't afford to take Friday off with the kids. Here's the brutal truth. If you're not doing job costing properly, you're guessing your way into stress, and the stress adds up. Late nights doing invoicing, surprise bills you forgot to allow for, tension with the team because jobs are running over, that constant feel of, where's the bloody money? But when you get job costing working, it changes everything. You're quoting smarter, you're spotting problems faster, you're making decisions based on numbers, not vibes. Let's strip it back. What does job costing actually mean? It's simply this. You compare what you quoted with the job's actual costs. Labour, materials, any extras, all tracked. You're checking if the quote held up or not. If you're using something like Fergus, the good news is job costing is built in. The bad news? A lot of tradies aren't using it properly. And here's what good job costing looks like in a small trades business. You clock your hour accurately, either through the app or with timesheets. Materials are entered as they're used, not forgotten 2 weeks later. You review each job once it's done to see how close you were. You tweak future quotes based on past data. That's it. No spreadsheets, no accounting degree, just consistency, every job, every time. So what's one thing that you can do this week to get started? Pick one completed job and run a manual job costing check. Go back, add up the labour hours, total the materials and other expenses, compare that to your invoice, see how close you were. Even if it's rough, it'll show you where the gaps are. Then ask yourself, if I'd done this every job last month, would I be making different decisions this month? If the answer is yes, you know what to do next. You're not meant to be perfect, but you do need visibility. And job costing is how you get it. This isn't about adding admin for the sake of it. It's about protecting your margins, your time, and your headspace. So if you do it yourself or you want a hand setting up Fergus so it actually works for you, this is the kind of stuff that we help tradies with every day. You don't have to fly blind anymore. And if you're ready to fix this, let's chat.